Hello and welcome to my first presentation-y type video, and on this video we are going to be talking about one of the coolest subjects in finance, which is taxes. And yeah, mainly about when and how to pay them, and what's my game plan going in for this tax year, and when and how I'm going to be paying them off, because there are kind of like two different methods about how to go about it. Now, first off, this is not a tutorial or video about how to avoid paying taxes or getting away with not paying taxes, because there's a word for that, and that's called tax evasion, and this is very highly illegal in the UK, and we don't want any part of it, because the government have this weird ability to be able to lock you up in a 6x9 jail cell for a very, very long time, and this will hinder any chances of you being able to retire early, basically. So don't do it. Pay the taxes in full, pay what you owe, do your tax return to the best of your ability, and all that. So this is not how to be scummy video. This is how to be clear-cut, perfect, awesome, greatness type thing. So what's my method for dealing with tax returns and dealing with the whole HMRC revenue and customs? First step is preparation. Good preparation, good set of books is absolutely necessary. I do my accounting every Wednesday without fail, so I know where all my money is from personal businesses, side hustles, whatever. I know where every penny of it is on a Wednesday, and that way when it comes around to April 2nd and the new tax year, you've got a whole folder ready to go, and you're able to smash out your return very quickly, very accurately, with the best knowledge available. And I always feel it's better to be getting in your tax return early than later, just because it just shows that you've had the preparation, you've done all your prep, instead of getting it in on like the 30th of January, because that would ring alarm bells for me if someone was handing it in at lastminute.com. So at this time, I've already handed in my tax return. I've done it to the best of my ability, to all the thing and knowledge, and they've given me a number. But we're going to put through a hypothetical scenario that you're also in the same boat, and that you've gone away, you've done this, and now you have this tax figure that you have to pay back. And there are two ways you can go about doing this. I've done both, and they are the early bird method, which is obviously paying it straight away, and then there's the lastminute.com, which is paying it at the last minute before the 31st of January. So there's these two kind of methods. There's probably others out there, but these are the two main ones, either the early bird or lastminute.com. Now, the pros and cons of this. So the early bird method, this is where you either have the money on hand to pay it straight away, or you pay it straight away with money set aside. So I would pay that now and just get it done and out of the way, and that's it. It's all over. That's the early bird method, that you've paid this bill off basically the moment it's come through the door, and it's done. Now, why is this good? Well, it gives you peace of mind, doesn't it? You've done this, you've paid a bill, you've got another thing out, you can go back to concentrating on your business and cracking that all back out. But what is the downside of this? I mean, that sounds pretty good. You do quick turnaround, get it in, get it out. Brilliant. The one bad thing is your cash flow. You've just used all this money to pay off a liability, which means you won't be able to take advantage of last year, for example, where the market was down. And so because you've used that excess money to pay off your taxes, you wouldn't be able to invest in the market for your retirement. And that is why I chose the lastminute.com attitude, because I saw the market was down to a 5-year low, and I was like, I can't pay my tax bill because I've got to get cashed in on this, because this is a rare opportunity. It doesn't have to be investing in your future. It could be paying off other debts that are more immediate and more short term. You don't have to pay it off until January, which is 10 more months away, so there might be short term things that you need to pay off, like credit card loans, stuff like that. Which is why I use the lastminute.com method, because it allowed me to take full advantage of the market at the time. However, the bad side and downside about it is that I pushed it back and back and back and back and back, that come the 31st of January, I was not feeling very smug, and I was very panicked about paying off this bill, because I just left it and I was just, you know, investing in the market for my financial future to retire early. So which one of these do I recommend to you? And having tried them both, because I used to do the early bird method, but then I switched to the late one. And I would kind of say it goes with like your personality matrix and how you're built as a person. Some people do like being the early bird and getting all that money out the door and being they don't like being in debt to anyone, or like not even the government. They don't like that. They don't like anything. They like to be square with people, don't owe anyone any money. That's absolutely fine with them. And other people are like, yeah, cool, January, yeah, see you then. I'm not just going to put this on the back burner for now, and I'll worry about it come Christmas, which is not a good thing, because Christmas comes with a load more bills. And what I would actually recommend, and what I'm going to do this year, is kind of a mix between the two, and to go for both, have both the ups and the downs of both in a similar game plan. It's like the on the fence kind of method, and it kind of looked like the picture from the beginning of this presentation, because we're going to be stacking up the money each month until from T to S, and we're going to be building that up until we've got 100% of the money, and we're going to be doing it bit by bit every month, just stacking up and saving that little bit of money to pay for the bill come January. So this is where the video is going to get a bit mathematical. Like, I'm going to put a trigger warning out there if you don't like maths, but like it's not very complicated. It's nothing that a secondary school student wouldn't be able to pass straight away. I like to keep things simple, because that's like the best method in my mind, is to take a really complex thing and just make it very simple and easy to follow set of rules and instructions, because that's like the best thing for me and the best thing for most people. So let's run through a hypothetical example. So you complete your tax return and you do all of it. It's all legal, it's all above board, everything's legit and it's all good. And let's say the taxman says, hey, you now owe us £2,500, and it has to be paid by January the 31st, 2022. There are 10 20ths before the 31st of January 2022. Now what I mean by that is there are 10 dates that are the 20th before then. So hang with me, and here we go. So how does that help us? Well, so we're going to take that total tax bill of £2,500 or whatever yours is, and we're going to divide it by 10, and that will give you a figure that you have to put in per month to stack up and pay off this bill when it comes to January the 31st. So every 20th of a month going forward until January, you're going to pop away £250 or whatever your 10% is to pay off your tax bill come January. So that way you're kind of getting the best of both worlds, because you're not fully throwing all the money at the problem, but you're also not forgetting about it, so you've kind of got that control as well going forth, so that when January rolls around and it comes to that last 20th, you will have the whole of that money there. You will have 100% of your total tax bill ready and raring to go, and you can fire it off, and you've still got 10 days before like the deadline's due. I mean, I hope that makes sense to you, because I mean, if it doesn't, hit me up in the comments down below and be like, this is ridiculous, or this is actually really clever, or just really dumb clever, or you know, might inspire a bit of debate in the comments. But the review on this, so why is this like a better method type thing? So in my mind anyway, that because you're only stacking up 10% of your tax bill each month, it means that you can also like take advantage of the market if it's down, or you can be investing in a side hustle or another business. I mean, even like debt, you can be like wiping that out with the other 90% of it that you're not putting into the tax bill that month. Plus you get the added bonus of a peace of mind that you know you're doing something about it, and you have a plan of attack, and that you're actually taking control of this bill, and so you're actually giving yourself that peace of mind in your head that you've got this. Also, it gets you into the habit of stacking money for the future things, like how I bought my iPhone, or any of my tech, is that I stack up my money first, and then once I reach the 100% of that purchase, I just go ahead, go into the store, pay cash for it, walk out the store with whatever good it is. So it gives you that kind of life habit of, instead of doing it the other way where they take it from you every month, you are putting it aside in a separate savings account, and then once you've got the total money to go out and buy it, you'll be able to go out and do it. So that's the same thing that we're going to be doing, but with a tax bill instead of an iPhone. We're just going to save up month by month 10% basically of the bill. Doesn't sound revolutionary talk. It kind of it's kind of something that I think your dad or like your granddad would kind of tell you to save up and pay off a big debt for it. But But back to question time. Do you think this is going to work? Is it silly? Is it ridiculous? Do you think this is actually just common sense, which isn't so common anymore? And yeah, who knows? I might document the process going forth and just see how it does. I mean, I've done both. I've done the early bird where I've paid off a huge amount of money to the taxman, and I've done the opposite of leaving it to the last minute, and I didn't like either because I realized that that's a huge cash flow outage at the beginning of the financial year, and the other way you're kind of scrambling and after Christmas, and there's so many things you have to pay off, and if you've got to pay off all those presents, the food, the turkey and all that stuff, and then you've also got to be lumped with this like tax bill at the end of the month. So I really didn't appreciate that last year. That was quite a stressful time. So this is what I think my method is going to be going forth, and it's just going to be like a nice stable future plan to always be stacking up the money. Anyway guys, have a great day, like, subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will see you on the next presentation video or something video that'll be coming out. Stay tuned and have a good day. Bye bye.